Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we'll be talking about something really exciting. A really exciting news that was released, and I gotta say, I really was not expecting it to be announced so early. I mean, it's so exciting, and a lot of you are talking about it. A lot of your friends are probably talking about it. Beyonce is having a baby. Twins. She's having twins. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing news? No? Damn it. Okay, well, let's talk about something that you do care about, and that is EA Sports UFC 3. But the interesting thing is, yes, an article was released. There was an article that was released. It was posted on Twitter, and this is basically the article. It's an article where the EA Sports CEO Andrew Wilson was talking about a few new games that we should be expecting in the year 2017. He talked about games like Need for Speed. He talked about Battlefield, FIFA, Madden. But the important part of the article that you guys have been sharing is this part where it says the company will have new versions of sport titles, including FIFA 18, which will be an emotionally connected title that has new characters and new storylines and single player play. And then it says EA will also have a new version of NHL 18, a new UFC game, and a new NBA Live title in the fall. Now, the important thing here is to look at the way this thing was worded. And this is how it's been worded so far. I mean, there's been a lot of teasers on Twitter from game developers showing us what we could say is UFC 3, but then no one ever uses the term EA Sports UFC 3. And this is deliberate. This is very important. And it's important that I don't tell you guys that EA Sports UFC 3 has been announced, because it has not been officially announced yet. When you go to the Twitter account of Jeff, who is a software engineer, a gameplay developer for EA Sports UFC 2 and EA Sports UFC 1, and you look at the way that they talk about the game, right there, Jazz, who is also a developer, he goes, official, new EA Sports UFC game on the way. No mention at all of EA Sports UFC 3. When you look at the pictures that he has posted of Dennis Bermudez doing some motion capture, like right there underneath, it says doing some EA Sports UFC mocap with Menace Bermudez. You look at all these pictures that were posted right there. This is Dennis Bermudez doing motion capture for something, but they never say it's specifically EA Sports UFC 3. And I'm bringing that up because of how important it is. I did sign an NDA, so I cannot tell you guys for sure if UFC 3 is in development or not. What I can do is tell you what the report says, and the report says that a new UFC game is in development. But you guys are smart. You're not idiots. All you need to do is put 2 and 2 together. UFC 1 came out. After UFC 1 came out, there was a UFC 2. UFC 2, after UFC 2, it is only logical to assume that this new game they're talking about, it's EA Sports UFC 3. That's logic dictates that that's what you assume. Looking at the past, looking at the way games have come out. Now, also, when an official announcement happens, we're all gonna know. We're all gonna know because when you look at the actual official announcement for UFC 3, which happened on November the 10th, 2015, it was very clear that we're talking about EA Sports UFC 2. And after that, they posted a trailer for the game. So it's gonna be the same thing. When UFC 3 finally gets officially announced, they will use EA Sports UFC 3. We're gonna get an official trailer. They're gonna start talking about the game features. And so far, when you look at the development period between EA Sports UFC 1 and when EA Sports UFC 2 was released, it's kind of like a year and 9 months, like when you look at it. So when you look at when EA Sports UFC 2 was released, it's logical to assume that we'll be getting a UFC 3 game sometime December this year, end of this year. But then the article that we're reading is talking about the fall. The fall, that is what, August, September of 2017. So it's possible that it is actually going to be released way earlier than expected. It is very possible. We don't know yet. So it's kind of it's kind of misleading to say that we have a release date. Yeah, we have something that looks like a release date. It's gonna be released sometime in the fall. The fall could mean anything. August, September, who the hell knows? So at the moment, we don't know much. All we know is that a new UFC game is in development. When we know more, we'll talk about it. Okay, if there's something that I find out that I can reveal to you guys and not get in trouble with EA Sports, I will definitely reveal it for you guys. But it's just important that, you know, that is clarified in this video. I don't want anyone quoting me wrong and saying Martial Mind has announced EA Sports UFC 3. No, I didn't do that. I did not announce EA Sports UFC 3 because EA has not announced the game yet. The only time we can do that is when the game has been officially announced. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Like I said, it's only logical to assume that they are talking about specifically EA Sports UFC 3. When you look at the past and you look at the way things have gone, are you excited about the game? When do you think the game is going to be released? Do you think we're going to get the game this year? Do you think it'll be sooner? Do you think it's going to be maybe even 2018? Let me know. Also, I want to know in the comment section, do you guys think it's wise to release the game so early? Personally, I don't want them to rush it. It would be nice to have a new game to play because God knows UFC 2 is getting really old. But I really don't want them to rush it. I want them to take their time and really get this right. There are a lot of complaints that we have, specifically with the striking, that I'm really hoping is going to be addressed for UFC 3. So I really don't want them rushing it. But let me know in the comment section, do you want them to just put out a new game because you're sick of UFC 2, you want something new, and or do you want them to take their time and actually get this thing right? Let me know in the comment section. I'm very eager to listen, to read your comments. I always love doing that. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are excited for what's coming up in the future. A lot more information is going to come out very shortly. I know it. Let's all keep our ears to the ground and see what happens. But thanks for watching. It means a lot. I will see you guys in the next video. Keep yourself safe.